Happy Mets win day.
Finally win day.
Something like that. Happy the Mets are finally winning after their losing streak, after, him hugging Mandani.
Happy days are here again.
Welcome to Bitchin' in the Kitchen. We are the BackyardBSers. We got Mama Dukes over here, a.k.a. Queen Tariq. We got Papa Murph, a.k.a. T to the D-O-G, T-Dog. Then we got me, the New York Redneck, a.k.a. Willa Bede.
In the house.
What we're going to do is you're going to hear our little theme song at first. This way you can grab a drink, grab a smoke, whatever you partake in. And we'll make sure everything's working and we'll get on with the show. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, whatever you got to do.
Share, do whatever you got to do to try to get us more viewers.
Before you watch the show, this way if you don't like it, it's already too late. All right, so here's our song, and then we'll be back in 2 minutes with you guys.
Saddle up, sitting at the table in my cowboy boots. I'm sipping on my coffee and I'm reading the news. It's all getting crazy, baby, you know what I mean. Got me cussing like a sailor while I'm fixing my greens. Come join us, bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all. It's time to get loud. If you hate the way they run it, then it's time to get proud and let it all out. Scream and shout. Ain't no sense in keeping it all bottled up. Get on in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Gotta keep it together, y'all, and keep it tight. If we all stick together, then we'll all be alright. So get it together, put your head on straight. There's work to be done, so don't be late. Come join us, bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all. It's time to get loud. If you hate the way they run it, then it's time to get proud and let it all out. Scream and shout. Ain't no sense in keeping it all bottled up. Get on in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up.
All right, we are back live. Welcome back to Bitchin' in the Kitchen. All right, we're winging this episode like we always do, so there's going to be mess ups. There's going to be things that we haven't seen that probably be wrong, but let's get started with the show.
Okay.
What are we starting out with?
Our favorite guy.
Yes.
The JP
Oh,
Sears
JP
guy.
Sears. All right.
JP Sears.
We'll start out with him like we've been doing because he's funny. Good way to start the show. He's talking about the Hantavirus.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the first topic of the day. So we'll hear about him. Then we have some professionals. They'll tell us a little bit about it, and then we'll hear our thoughts as well as a viewer. A viewer is the one who recommended we talk about this. So if you comment to us, let us know what you want to hear about. We actually listen, and we'll talk about it on the show. So here we go. JP Sears. I'm already malfunctioning. What do we have? I think this one. Yep. All right. We'll listen to him, and then we'll get into it a little bit. Here we go.
This hantavirus is scary. You should start preparing for another pandemic. You might want to know, what does hantavirus mean? Well, let's see. In Hebrew, as used in Israel, hanta means scam, nonsense, lie, or something fake. Scam, huh? Sounds serious. Good evening and welcome to We Lie to News. Tonight we have a full report on the deadly hantavirus. We'll tell you everything we want you to know on that. We'll also give you all the riveting details of the government's UFO alien disclosure declassification. And wow, that stuff is incredible. Is that how we're supposed to act? Truly unbelievable stuff. So let's get to it. we're being invaded by a deadly virus, you might think back to COVID and be like, let's not do that overreaction again. This is probably just nonsense. Well, you're wrong, because the threat is real. This time because the virus has a name that literally means nonsense. Lie, scam, something fake. So this is the truth. It's not a scam. This is real. Why did they name it that? Are they just rubbing it in our faces? Do you think we're that? We are that stupid, aren't we? So what's the story on this? Well, it all started with an outbreak on a cruise ship. Here's a passenger pleading for help as he reads off a script. Just watch his eyes.
I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story.
Whoop, correction, I guess it was a gay cruise.
We're not just headlines. We're people.
Touching, certainly not just a story or headlines indeed. And here's that same guy certainly not also doing crisis acting during COVID.
Gorgeous boosted girls, get boosted again. If you're eligible.
Wow. Now, let's see how easily this new deadly virus spreads. According to the renowned Dr. Robert Malone, your odds of being struck by lightning are more than 7 times greater than getting hantavirus in the USA. About 250 people get struck by lightning each year. There are about 35 cases per year of the hantavirus in the UEA. So you're 7 times more likely to be struck by lightning? I've been struck by lightning 21 times. Okay, so you're definitely going to get it if you don't comply. But just how bad will it be when you do get it? Well, check this out. According to the trusted World Health Organization, one of the symptoms is having no symptoms. So it can get pretty bad. Miss Justin! The statute of limitations for prosecuting Fauci for lying under oath about his gain-of-function COVID indiscretions expires today. Now, why does that matter? Well, because it tells the elite criminals you can literally get away with this and not get in trouble. So you can do it again without consequences. Miss Justin! They are doing it again with hantavirus now. So it's the same thing, except this time it's real. Unlike those stage photos during COVID to make things just look devastating and scary. Case in point, here you can see evacuation crews boarding the gay cruise ship in hazmat suits while these other people who aren't meant to be on camera don't need hazmat suits. The reason being is that the outbreak of something that means fake is a real outbreak. And in other news, the US government has recently declassified some riveting information on aliens and UFOs. And no, this certainly isn't a distraction. It just so happens that the government found aliens before they found a single Epstein client. Wow, what kind of riveting alien information did the government release? Well, take a look at this photo from the moon landing. Check out the 3 colored lights that appear on this black and white photo, because that makes sense. Well, what that tells you is that somehow aliens were present when the astronauts did the fake moon landing. Aliens. Raises questions like, how did aliens get inside the film studio? It's a mystery, but we, the public, are pretty interested in answers now, aren't we? Here's another one. Take a look at this now declassified photo. And what you'll see, especially if you zoom in, is that you might feel stupid if you don't know what the hell you're looking at, so you probably act intrigued by it. This is mind-blowing stuff here. Why is the government all of a sudden now excited about declassifying UFO stuff? Why now? Well, the UFO disclosures certainly aren't just a work by this administration attempting to sell the public the idea that this administration is highly transparent after they've lied about why we're in this war with Iran, worked hard to block the Epstein files, and, well, violated the literal Epstein Transparency Act. So the idea that they're packaging alien stuff with the messaging of we're transparent with midterms coming up would be an attempt to convince the public that they are something that they're not. Transparent is simply a baseless idea, most likely rooted in anti-Semitism. No, you listen to me. A real reason why the government is releasing UFO information is because the government simply believes that citizens have a right to know. And what the government does is respect the rights of the citizens, because that
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the hell happened there. But I didn't know he was going to go with UFOs, considering we didn't watch it. But that was good.
I like him, yeah.
And if you notice, the pictures they show us of space and everything else are all black and white, blurry photos. Like, why?
Well, because I think those were taken a long time ago.
That's the best that we can get. I mean,
they can't make
one was from the last rocket ship that went around the moon and stuff. And it's like, it's just absolute bull crap.
Yeah.
And, still no Epstein. I mean,
forget about Epstein. Nothing's going to happen.
I don't even know what to say about that crap. But it's just always fun to watch him because he's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
And he puts a good spin on it because he really makes it it shows how really stupid and comical it is. To be honest with you.
It really is. So now you want to hear someone a little more professional talk about that? This is a video that you wanted me to play. But what did we have our viewers say? Did you screenshot?
Then I'm going to have to get out of this. Wait, let's see.
All right, just give us a couple of seconds.
It'll take 2 seconds.
We had a viewer that wrote us a little paragraph talking about how they feel about the hantavirus.
Yeah, she's like, I have a good topic. How about you shed light on these little tidbits before people start lining up for them? Now, I don't want to say the word VA. Anyway, because we'll get in trouble. Don't fall for the scam. Something bigger is lurking. And that shit story is a scam. And then she said, I remember
the mouse shit story. I like that. That's better than the hantavirus, the mouse shit story.
She said, I remember distinctly years ago, there was a couple of isolated cases in Suffolk County, an old building that was abandoned and was being renovated. 3 workers got sick. I think I remember that too. Yeah. It was called the Huntavirus. Now it's called the Hantavirus. It's all bullshit.
It might have been the same. They just pronounced it differently, though.
Yeah, something's going on, just like the last COVID scam. So
yeah, I agree. I agree completely with that one. You know,
we've always down this road.
But you know what? I don't think this is going to be that, because I think that this is going to be kind of, in my opinion, more of a Savannah Guthrie's mother.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction for like a month
to get off the war stuff.
And the gas prices being up to
speaking of that
$28 a gallon.
I know.
Speaking of that poor mother.
No,
whatever happened?
Whatever happened? It's like horrible.
We ask every week and nobody gives us answers.
That's horrible.
I feel like we're the only people that actually care.
I know.
Well,
I don't even think the daughter cares anymore. She's like, all right, well,
did she go back to work?
Well, that's because she's probably over in Israel, living a good life over there,
Probably. Even though she's not Jewish, by the way.
I know, but everybody, they use them. They say they disappeared or they died, and then they're really living in Israel like Epstein,
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's hear what is this guy? Is he a professional or something?
You're the one to watch this.
I just thought it was interesting.
Let's see this.
We don't know what it's about. She just thinks it's interesting. Well, we have no idea anything about it, and it might not even be about hantavirus.
It is, but I think I watched most of it.
All right, let's find out. Give me a second. I'll load it up for you guys. All right.
They aren't telling us the weirdest part about a recent outbreak. This isn't just hantavirus, it's the Andes virus. Most hantaviruses don't spread person to person. This one can. It's rare, but it can happen. That's why a cruise ship turned into an international containment story. It's been all over the news. The WHO has reported 8 cases tied to it and 6 confirmed as the Andes virus and 3 deaths. Countries started tracing contacts, evacuating passengers, and monitoring people for up to 42 days. Now, this is where it gets a little creepy. The CDC says there's no scientific antiviral treatment or vaccine currently available for the Andes virus. But patent filings already exist for human antibiotics designed to neutralize the Andes virus, including use after exposure and for treating symptomatic infection. That doesn't prove some grand conspiracy, but it really should remind people about all the COVID lies and cover-ups and nonsense. It proves this strain has been studied, targeted, and legally locked down in ways most people have never even heard about. I'm not saying panic, but just don't sleepwalk through the news. Low public risk doesn't always mean no risk. Prepared people stay calm and ask better questions and pay attention before the crowd catches up.
All right, so that was it about that. But, hold on. All right, guys, give me a second. I hit the wrong button. Is this one? Yeah. He makes a good point, though, because, there's no vaccine, but they're working on the vaccine. They're working on like a rollout. They put a patent like a few years ago
Yeah, it was
on
like
the vaccine, and they
2023.
said, why are they investing millions and millions of dollars into this vaccine that only affects 20 to 30 people a year? It makes absolutely no sense. And the fact that when you get it, you're more likely to die before you can spread it. So there's no reason whatsoever why would they invest all this money, time, and energy into a vaccine of something that is not even an outbreak yet, unless they were planning on making an outbreak like they did with COVID.
Right.
So-
Well, this started the vaccine, the mRNA vaccine that they started making and stuff like that was started in, I think, 2023.
Okay.
And what happened is supposedly they did that for that and like a couple other, rare diseases just in case. Like rare viral infections just in case, because they learned after COVID that they need to be prepared. So that's their excuse.
So they're just going to, even though it only affects 20 people a year, just to be prepared. They just want to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
There's only one thing I have to say. Paging Dr. Fauci.
I know, it's true.
Okay.
It's true.
Paging Dr. Fauci.
It makes absolute. And I came across this other thing here too, that it says that the man leading the antivirus response in the U.S. is a specialist in penile implants with little public health experience.
Really?
So the guy that's leading this antivirus response team, he has very little experience in public health, and he's, a specialist in penile implants.
Well,
and he hosted a podcast called Erection Connection. So you guys, listen, it's only it's 5 minutes, but we'll only watch 2-3 minutes of it. But you got to hear this for yourself because it's almost unbelievable.
We are living in clown world, and we got front row seats, guys. I'm telling you.
This really is. It doesn't get any crazier than this, right? All right. So you hear from CNN. See, not only Fox, CNN we got here, even though people say it's fake news, but I don't know. You got to hear this.
All of it.
I haven't
All
even
of
heard
it
it yet.
now.
Here we go.
Tonight we have a CNN exclusive K-File uncovering new details about one of the Trump administration's top public health officials who led the public federal response this week on hantavirus. Dr. Brian Christine stood before reporters promising a response grounded in science and grounded in transparency. But before joining the administration, Christine was an Alabama urologist with little experience in federal public health. He specialized in penile implants and once hosted a YouTube show called The Erection Connection on his procedures. K-File also found a history of far-right commentary and conspiracy-tinged remarks, including comparing the Biden administration to Nazi Germany, questioning the 2020 election, and suggesting the COVID vaccine did little to stop the pandemic. CNN's Andrew Kaczynski of K-File is out front with us now. Andrew, what'd you learn?
Well, that's right. Christine has one of the most important public health jobs in the country as the Assistant Secretary of Public Health. His office deals with infectious disease policy, women's health, family planning, and the U.S. Public Health Service Commission Corps, which makes him a 4-star admiral in charge of the more than 5,000 uniformed public health officials who deploy during emergencies. But before taking this role, we found his experience was not in public health. He was a urologist in private practice in Alabama, where he specialized in penile implants and was a conservative anti-abortion activist and former Republican candidate for state senate. He also hosted a YouTube show, as you mentioned, aimed at fellow urologists called The Erection Connection. And we also found a podcast that he started when running for office called Common Sense. It focused on everything from abortion, COVID restrictions, transgender rights, the 2020.
We don't need to watch that whole thing. It was just so you could actually see it for yourself. But he's a 4-star general or something they were saying that specializes in penile implants. What the hell?
Really?
I don't know, man.
I love the way it says breaking news. Trump's hantavirus official is penile implant specialist.
It's literally
You
clown
can't
world.
make it. I love who Trump picks. He just really just picks. It must be, maybe it's Trump's doctor.
It might be, yeah. You never know.
And he says, thanks a lot, Doc. That worked really good. So I'm going to give you a
He might be
special.
doing it for his micro,
I know.
This guy could have worked with Biden.
I know.
Remember that Sammy, the dress still? What was he doing?
Yes.
Nuclear power and shit.
Yeah.
Another big story going around is the whole tick thing. So we're not going to go on and on about the hantavirus because there's nothing to go on and on about it. It's all staged. Eventually, there's going to be an outbreak and everything. They're going to probably try to do lockdowns and crap. And
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to go that far.
Or it might just be a smoke screen for a month.
Yeah, that's like the Savannah Guthrie thing. That's what I think.
That is true. So it might not be a COVID.
Yeah, it's
it
to
might
scare
be a
people. Yeah.
And everybody's talking about saying, yeah, because we know it's going to be a lockdown. So it's keeping people busy so they don't have to question anything else.
Going out and stocking up on because liquor stores will be open. They're locked. Yeah, that's true.
And it's also the whole tick. I mean, they've been saying for, I think, the past month or two with the tick outbreak, people have been complaining that they're finding boxes of ticks and stuff in their farms and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, though.
So now Alex Jones actually got video where they show apparently helicopters are dropping boxes with little parachutes and stuff over farmlands. And then they go to these boxes and they're full of these ticks.
Wow.
Really?
So on top of that, there's other videos that I don't have up, but people are saying how their like horses and their livestock have like ticks all over them, more than they've ever seen in their life, and it's like a tick outbreak going on.
Yeah,
Remember a few years ago? Remember they were finding their farm animals, all the cows and stuff.
Oh yeah, like ripped open.
Remember that? What happened with that?
Those are aliens, probably. You know.
I mean, I mean, these things were like dissected and shit.
Yeah, but these ticks are dangerous because you know what it does? It has that virus in it that makes you be allergic to eating meat.
How come the news isn't reporting it?
Then Bill Gates can have his fake meat.
Yeah.
Thing.
I mean, look at this is a snake they found. I'll show you guys. I think I probably leave the mics on for this.
You won't see this on any of the fake news.
All right, but
all the news is fake.
It's showing, you know, there's a python, I guess, probably in Florida.
Now this might be the most ticks I've ever seen on any animal ever. That is insane. And look at the size of them. They're enormous. Huge ticks on this girl. But we just got this python out of the Everglades, and she was sitting on a clutch of eggs. We got them too, and you can see she popped this egg right away. You can see the embryo in there starting to look like a snake. It's got scales developed, so these weren't too far off from hatching. So we got her out just in the nick of time.
But yeah, I mean, covered all over the snake. Is
yeah, I gotta look that up. I gotta ask.
Sorry about that. And then you have Alex Jones over here. Again, it's a 30-second clip. It's nothing crazy. But he's showing how, like, people are recording and they actually see these things dropping from the skies. I mean, that's, if I seen that crap, that'd be, like, a little freaky, you know? It's like Bill Gates, you know, spraying the mosquitoes everywhere.
Right.
So, let's see. We have that one here. I don't know. Probably. Only 30 seconds. Right. But if you look, see? Right there in the middle.
Yeah.
You don't have the mouse over there. You'll see over here. And then over there,
one. People say, what's going on? Weird.
Apparently, those are boxes of ticks.
Yeah, but there's no proof.
If you see other videos, they'll show you, like, when they go close to it, it's a box full of a whole bunch of these ticks. Like, just thousands of ticks in this box.
Yeah. And then all the Lone Star tick, right?
Yeah, the Lone Star tick that's supposed to give you, and not even just meat, but apparently it's making people allergic to dairy, too.
Oh, okay. Well, so that way you get rid of all cows. Cows are bad.
Yep, cows are bad, everything. They're really trying to, you know, push this lab-grown crap.
Yeah.
You know, because Bill Gates benefits off that.
Yeah, it's so sad how this world is run by mad scientists.
It really is. Yep.
Aging Dr. Fauci.
I know, but no, even worse than him.
He's right there.
Mad scientists like Bill Gates.
It's true. It's true.
And then we have cows are sick, collapsing, and being euthanized after Denmark mandated farmers to add Bovaer to their cattle feed. I guess it's some Bill Gates and his transhumanist agenda must be stopped. Bovaer's 3-NOP stays in the animals and threatens human fertility through meat and dairy consumption.
Wow.
So we'll just go on with that real quick. We'll go right into this one. Going back to back, guys. We're on a roll.
Yeah, you're going to play it then?
Yeah, I might play it real quick. This way we get it out of the way. This way we go on to our next topic of, you know.
Don't forget the mic.
In Denmark, cows are dying and producing less milk because they're adding Bovaer to the food. You know, Bovaer was mandated to be added to the food in Denmark from October 1st, 2025. And now farmers are reporting that cows are, like, you know, producing less milk. Some cows are even sick. They have to euthanize some cows. And the farmers think it's Bovaer, so now they launched an official investigation into that substance. And, you know, I talked about this last year, you know, Bovaer is something that, you know, these crazy climate people want to add to the food so the cows would fart and burp less. So, you know, what could go wrong, right? And I said it last year, what could go wrong if you're going to, hijack nature and trying to make these natural processes of farting and burping for these cows? You're going to try to stop that because of this climate change craziness. It's absolutely insane. And of course, who's behind this is Bill Gates. He's promoting substances like Bovar because he says, we need to go to synthetic beef. We need to stop, he says we need to make the cows stop farting and burping. He literally says that. So it's crazy. And now you see it's mandatory to add Bovar in all the farms in Denmark. And, it has a bad effect on the cows. And they're actually launching an official investigation. And for God, I hope they stop this craziness so, we can leave the cows alone. We can stop this meddling with nature. Because in the end, it's an agenda to try to attack us, to dehumanize not only the animals, but also us, because the Bovar gets in their tissues, we eat it, and actually Bovar has been proven to attack human fertility. There's a substance in it called 3-NOP that attacks human fertility. So this is part of this transhumanism and trying to create synthetic humans, to try to, create babies in labs and all that stuff. I mean, it goes way bigger than this. But this is why Bill Gates is behind it, because it's part of this transhuman agenda, this elite agenda to, basically take over the evolution of humanity. And I'm doing a lecture on that at the end of November. You can see the link in the comments where I actually talk about that in depth, because, I just talk about it now for 2 minutes, but there's so much that can be said about it, and it goes really, really deep. And they're trying to hijack human evolution, basically. So.
All right, there we go.
Mad scientists.
I mean, not even human fertility, but I'm sure it affects the animals' fertility as well.
That's some scary stuff.
It really is. And they're big on this, cows have to stop farting and pooping and stuff.
Because it's bad for the...
Yeah, but do they not realize that every living, plant and all the plants in nature, flowers,
everything's designed to be...
they need the cows' farts and stuff. They feed off that stuff.
Trees. Trees,
they say,
carbon dioxide.
They say if we drop the carbon dioxide in the environment, 1% or something, all the trees and plant life will start dying.
And then the trees send out oxygen, which we need. So, but, Bill Gates knows more. And you know what? Speaking of this guy here, I saw a video, and I'm not sure if that's the one that one of our viewers sent us. But I just know I saw it today, but I could be wrong. It was something similar that we're going to start. Oh, I got a cramp in my leg. We're going to start seeing.
Cramp. See, it's from the Bovar.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. But we're going to start seeing on packages of our meat and stuff what the carbon footprint of the beef is.
Oh my God!
They're going to start putting that on the packages. So even what you eat with rice or vegetables. So pretty soon they want to get it to where we lower our carbon footprint.
So we only eat things that have a certain carbon.
Yeah, maybe bugs or something.
Well, once they go to the digital dollar, they'll have that controlled. Oh no, you ate too much carbon food.
Yes, they might actually do that. They might say, "Oh no, beef for you." Nuh-uh.
You ate too much carbon beef.
I know. I never thought of that, but it's true.
No, absolutely. I believe it.
When did they say they're going to go to that digital thing?
I don't know. They've been saying that for a while. I thought 2026 at first, but then 2028. Eventually, it's just going to happen.
Well, we're 2026 now.
I know. That's why I'm saying. So now it's probably 2028. But it's the dollar's already worth nothing. The dollar's
you
worth
always
pennies.
say that though, but it's still worth something.
So
you still
why not have digital? I mean, it's the same value as your dollar. It's a piece of paper. It's digital. It's nothing. Right. Both worth nothing. So,
alrighty.
What do you want to go into now? I mean, we have a lot of, Trump stuff here.
We have what?
A lot of Trump stuff. What about insider trading?
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about insider trading?
Yeah.
Because it was funny that Speaker Johnson came out and he was saying how, they need to have insider trading because they don't make enough money.
Right.
Apparently, they only make $175,000 a year. And with the cost of everything going up, they're making 30% less than they should be or something.
Right.
And, it's hard for them. Even though us, we make pennies on the dollar compared to what we should be
making. Yeah.
But so they need insider trading to supplement. Otherwise, nobody's going to want to run it.
Saying that they have
that they've been cheating. Yeah.
And it's just so funny because we have two videos, right? We have video of Trump saying how insider trading is bad and they need to stop it. And then now 2 years later, Speaker Johnson saying, no, how we need to have insider trading.
Yeah.
So we'll see that back to back just for comical reasons. Because
this should be interesting.
Absolutely ridiculous. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. People, please comment on this. I know you're not watching live because nobody watches this live.
I know.
But afterwards, please give us your comments on what you think about this, because I mean, it's disgusting. The insider trading is run all over the place.
And yet they arrested Martha Stewart and threw her in jail for years because of that.
Yes, throw you in jail
they
too.
would.
If,
it's
you know,
against the law unless you're in Congress.
Yep.
Or Senate or whatever it is. Unless you're in the government.
Nancy Pelosi became a
oh my God!
millions off this,
and that's why they stopped it. He had to
and nothing happens to her.
And now they talk about how it's just I don't know. It blows my mind. But here's Trump saying how we need to stop it, and you'll hear Speaker Johnson saying how no, we need it, because again they flip flop. You know, they flip flop on everything. They tell us what we want to hear, and then they do what they want to benefit them.
But really, everybody comes out rich. Everyone.
Except for the American people.
I know, but even Marjorie Taylor Greene, who I love, she's a lot richer now.
I know.
You don't make $174,000 and come out rich.
No, you're absolutely right. All right, let me get back to the video because I put us on big because we keep on talking.
Okay.
Nobody wants to hear us talk. They want to watch our video.
No, they actually like to hear us talk.
They might. I don't know. You let us know. Do you want to hear us talk, or do you like the videos better?
Yeah.
And then we'll base it off that. That's it. I think I have the wrong screen up, guys. I'll give you a second because that's JP over there. I don't know why. And this is Trump on this screen. So just give me 1 second. We got to switch screens over. And I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you need to drink more.
I know. Usually I drink before we get started. I decided not to, and now I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to do a little buzz before we get started here, guys. All right. I think this is the right one.
As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information. They stood up for that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here? Now to pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
All right, yeah. So Stop Insider Trading Act, and all the Democrats are standing up for it and everything.
I know.
Like,
well, not him, but
look at that book.
Yeah. They tell us that. When was the State of the Union? Does anybody actually remember exactly what it was?
No,
it was
maybe
at least a year or two ago.
No, it was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago?
Yeah.
I don't know what I do with everything.
Yeah, it's usually like in February, right?
Well, next time you got to drink ahead of time.
I know. I really messed up everything because now I don't know where Speaker Johnson's is. Oh, there's Speaker Johnson.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is just recently. This is like within the past week that he comes out with this one.
Okay.
Well, look, the salary of Congress has been frozen since 2009. When you adjust for inflation, a member of Congress today is making 31% less than they made in that year. It goes down every year. And over time, if you stay on this trajectory, you're going to have less qualified people who are willing to make the extreme sacrifice to run for Congress. I mean, it's just people just make a reasonable decision as a family on whether or not they can come and move to Washington, have a residence here, a residence at home, and do all the things that are required. So the counter argument is, and I have some sympathy, look, at least let them engage in some stock trading so that they can continue to take care of their family. Well, look, the salary of Congress has been
Sorry, guys. But yeah, so at least let them do some stock trading, so they can inside trade. But I mean, $175,000 a year. I would kill to make that a year.
I know. And it's like, coupled with inflation though. Okay. Social Security recipients, how much do we get? When you get your COLA increase, you get a big whopping $50 a month if you're lucky. Come on. And they're saying that they're
trying to make ends meet.
But yet they all walk out of here richer than rich. I'll make the
Yes.
ultimate
Yeah, I'll make the
sacrifice. Vote for
sacrifice.
me.
Yep, vote for me. All three of us. We're going on
It's nothing,
175, and I will not trade
And I will
one
not
stock.
trade anything.
Nothing.
No, we'll just live on
Yeah.
that
The
175
ultimate
each.
sacrifice of going.
Yeah, sacrifice of what?
You go in there,
What?
you guys
You're
all
gonna
get
steal
rich.
it from us.
Yeah,
It's one big
actual
swamp.
bullshit.
It is. It
Absolute
is.
It's one
bullshit.
big swamp.
And him coming out saying this like a fuck you to every American.
Yeah, it really is.
Like,
He's trying to say that they don't have their pay isn't keeping up with inflation. Whose is in America?
Yeah.
And then when you seen him,
Yeah.
when Trump was saying how to stop it, inside the trade, you see Speaker Johnson, you're clapping this.
I
Yes.
know.
It's like just some
Enough.
bullshit. They tell us what we want to hear, and
Yeah.
then they flip flop on everything just to benefit them.
All
Like,
the
it's-
time.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
you
the
got a
time.
good little tidbit, huh?
What's that?
With the flip flopping. Show that.
Oh, speaking of
just had
flip
it right
flopping,
there.
yeah. Speaking of flip flopping, the Trump's China. He's going to China and now. He loves Xi Jinping, whatever his name is. And Ching Chong over there. So we'll hear him in 2015. So basically 10 years ago, we'll hear what he says about Ching Chong, and then we'll hear what he's saying now about Ching Chong Ping. All right, and then
Is this with all of them, or is this just that?
this one, it's like a minute and a half of him just bitching about China and now loving China.
Oh, but no, remember how it was like all different things, and now it's like different. But okay,
I think this is it. I'm not 100% sure. We watched this a couple days ago.
yeah.
But yeah. So you can see it right. I mean, for you Trump supporters, I get people still have faith in the guy. I get it. You still have faith. I mean, I lost faith, but I understand some people still trying to have hope. But when you see videos like I'm about to show, like it has to wake in your brain, like, wow, we've been lied to, scammed, and they literally have fucked us over.
Yeah.
And like they're using us as pawns. They look at us like we're idiots.
They do.
Especially this guy. And I'm sorry, I voted for him. Okay. I just totally regret it. I just can't even believe that I was that dumb. And a lot of people that I talked to, a lot who did vote for him feel exactly the
They
way
feel the same. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still say no matter which way we go, we would have been screwed. But the fact that like he lied to us, he gave us faith, like we feel like we were betrayed.
Yes,
you know? Like
he stabbed you.
If you were just a piece of shit to begin with, and it's like, all right, we have to pick the evil or more evil. Okay, we picked whatever. At least we knew what we picked. But you just lied. You manipulated us. You fooled us.
He said
And
to us,
we all feel like
he said
suckers.
exactly what you wanted to hear.
And you know what? Anybody who questions him he calls them low IQ all the time.
Now it's all IQ, stupid.
He insults his own people that put
insults
him in.
anybody who says anything against what he does now.
Mhm.
Which wasn't how he used to insult like the swamp, the woke left, like there's few people, but now he just insults anybody who says
Anybody that
anything.
disagrees, and that wasn't.
It's like I know all, you all are my peasants.
Yes,
It's
he's a piece
basically
of
what it
shit.
is.
Piece of shit.
So here's him talking with Ching Chong. All right, Mike off.
China, they are not our friend, believe me.
My relationship with President Xi is a fantastic one. We've always gotten along. He's a wonderful guy. He's a friend of mine.
We have a friendship, really, and we just have a good relationship.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing.
We're doing very well with China, and working with China has been very good.
China ransacked our company, stole our intellectual property.
The United States will no longer turn a blind eye to unfair economic practices, including massive intellectual property theft.
It's the greatest theft in the history of the world.
Intellectual property theft. Any progress you can report?
Yeah, I mean, it is progress, but I also tell people, we do it to them too. But they've been doing that for 50 years.
We will go right after China. We will not rely on them one bit. We're taking our business out of China.
We have about 30 of the biggest business leaders in the world because they do business in China. Most of them do business here, but probably like to do more. And I'd like to see them do more. China's going to invest hundreds of billions of dollars with those people that were in that room today.
No administration has been tougher on China than this administration. There's nobody ever been tougher on China than me. There's been nobody tougher than me on China. China's beautiful. It's an honor to be your friend, and the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. I'd now like to raise a glass and propose a toast to the rich and enduring ties between the American and Chinese people. It's a very special relationship.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Now that don't show you how fake that man is.
And then he's saying now, I think we have another video, but he was saying how, like, you know, if we don't let China come in and buy land and stuff, it's going to affect our farmers, and our farmers are going to be poor, and they're not going to have money if we don't let China buy. Does that even make any sense?
No, it doesn't.
That video doesn't tell you.
Out there, please, if it makes sense to you, let us know.
Yeah.
How it makes sense so we can understand, because I have no idea.
That video just showed it's
Makes
like
no sense.
that's he's not. It's two different people.
Two different people. He's
That's not the guy that was on the left.
No, not at all. Oh, I can't have the cause.
So for all those years, you were telling us they're the biggest threat, and you know, and everything else. And now all of a sudden, it's like they're the best people in the world.
Yeah,
what's going on?
This is about him allowing Chinese manufacturers take over U.S. soil.
There you go.
To avoid his tariffs. So, so now, how is that again? How is that benefiting us? Tariffs were supposed to benefit us, but letting them Chinese take over to avoid tariffs now is going to benefit us.
I know.
So it's like no matter what they do, it's going to benefit.
It's benefiting him.
Exactly.
When he went over to China, didn't he? I don't know, because he makes me sick every time I think of him. But didn't he bring like a whole bunch of CEOs, all the billionaires with him to talk to this Xi Jinping guy?
If somebody could explain that to me, because I don't understand it.
How about
and 500,000 visas or something? He's like 500,000, or no,
Yes.
500 million or something.
No, 500,000 Chinese students. And
What
if
about
they're
the
really
500,000
good, they can
Americans? Why not, train our Americans, give them proper education?
he tried to tell.
But we're all low IQ.
Yeah. Trade school is the only thing where.
I know. That's what they told us. To not go to college, go to trade school.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, everybody listens to that. Now, okay, well, now we need people, so we have to let the Chinese come in. Because,
I know.
You all went to trade school.
And I'm not going to get into racial things, but I hate to say it though, but you throw out the immigrants from other countries, but you allow a whole bunch of Chinese to come in. Like, where is the fairness? It's not.
It doesn't make any sense.
So being done with a purpose.
Yeah.
And then gas prices. Here's another where he just lies to us. He's trying to say that gas prices now are still so much lower than Biden's. And I don't know if you guys remember Biden administration, but it was basically that's exactly where we are now. Is where we were under Biden, where all the right MAGA were just flipping shit over gas prices.
Yeah, but now we're allowed.
But now it's okay. Now it's like, oh no, it's a price we have to pay for the war, even though the war has nothing to do with gas prices. But yet, it's something we have to do to make sure Iran doesn't have nukes.
Yeah, you know what it is? It just tries to make you sound like a martyr. It's the price we need to pay.
It's absolute bullshit.
I don't need to pay any price.
So
Speaking of wars, is Ukraine still at war?
We don't
know. I know, right? Exactly. We have no idea. And then,
do they need
Cuba,
more money?
I think he's going after Cuba now too.
Who is?
Trump's going to go after Cuba.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has them all, I think, surrounded or something, so they can't do anything.
Who died and made him the world conqueror?
Apparently Israel did. They said that
he's never going to get out of that White House. He's parking it. He's making this gorgeous ballroom that's going to be gaudy.
But Trump says that the gas prices are going to drop like a rock soon.
Yeah, okay.
So let's hear what he has to say about that one, guys, because I don't believe it at all. And this is where he talks about how gas prices are still lower than Biden's.
Okay.
So let's hear this bullshit.
Prices in America are still high. Painfully high.
They're going to drop like a rock as soon
once
as
it's over.
Yeah.
Painfully high though now, and could be creeping higher
lower than
before it's
Biden.
done.
Excuse me, lower than Biden, and much lower than people thought they'd be.
This inflation number is going up. You're right; it's much lower than President Biden's was, but it's going up under you. Price.
He said lower than Biden, then much lower than people thought they would be. No, we thought we'd have gas under $2 a gallon.
I would even settle for $2.
I would have never thought in a million years if he went back into office, gas prices would be damn near $5 a gallon.
And that there'd be a war going on,
Yeah,
and that nothing's coming
Yeah.
down in price.
He acts like everything that's going on is way better than people expected. And he's doing a great job.
gaslighter. He has no
Such
clue.
bullshit. Oh my
He has
God.
no clue what the American people really feel.
I can't believe that people still believe this bullshit from this guy.
I
It just
know.
blows my mind. Where was that? All right, so we'll get rid of that one.
Then you should go to the one where he tells this one with the Chinese people, the farmland, or do you not want
Is that
to
this one, or is that a different one I have over here? I forget too. All right, let's hear this one. We'll see what he's saying. He's saying exposes his own failed policies, openly admitting he is actually allowing Chinese manufacturers to take over U.S. soil to avoid his own tariffs.
Yeah,
that's what this one's talking about.
Okay.
All right, let's hear what more bullshit. This is bullshit hour. On BackyardBSers. Bullshit